Diamond Dots Therapeutic Craft Presentation by Jennifer Moore. For my therapeutic craft, I chose a Diamond Dots kit because I've always wanted to create one. I chose the image of Van Gogh's Starry Night because it reminds me of my son's painting that incorporated the Long Beach city skyline into his version of Van Gogh's Starry Night. The tools, supplies, and equipment that I used to perform my therapeutic craft included a pen tool, a sticky canvas, a tray, stones, wax, a lamp, tape, plastic sheet, plastic bag, box. The pen tool has the same dimensions as a standard pen with the exception of the tip, which is slightly wider to accommodate the stones, a foam comfort grip, which is positioned close to the tip and provides a squishy grip for the fingers, and the fact that the entire shaft is hollow. The sticky canvas has a printed picture of Van Gogh's Starry Night printed on it in colorful symbols. The canvas also has a chart printed on both the right and left side that includes the symbols from the picture and the number of the bag that the corresponding color stones are in. The area of occupation that I would classify my therapeutic craft project is in the occupation of education, because I am performing this project as an assignment and I am learning and documenting each step of the process of creating it. Although my project was an assignment, I feel that the performance of it fits into an informal educational experience because I am studying the way I use my body and mind to do the project and not the project itself. I ended up using 2 different workspaces due to neck irritation while working at the dining room table and lower back irritation while working in the living room. The main steps in performing the activity are peeling the plastic film away from the canvas. With one hand, hold the canvas in place. With the other hand, peel the plastic away from the canvas. 2. Loading the wax onto the pen tip. Pick up the pen tool with dominant hand using 3-finger grip. Push tip of pen tool into wax. Lift pen tool away from wax. Next, locate the stone color that matches the symbol using the chart. Using eyes, locate the chart on the canvas. Use the chart to identify the number that corresponds to the symbol. Locate bag of stones with correct number. Next, load the stone onto the pin tip from the tray. Pick up pin tool with dominant hand using 3-finger grip, pivot at the elbow, and lower pin tool down onto a stone. Lift pin tool up and make sure the stone is attached. Next, pushing the stone into the correct symbol on the canvas. With eyes, locate the correct symbol on the canvas. Pivot at elbow toward the canvas. Put the tip of the pin tool with the stone into the symbol on the canvas. Lastly, lift the pin tool up and away from the stone. And repeat until all of the symbols are filled with colorful stones. The 2 main body structures that I used to perform my therapeutic craft were my hands and my eyes. I used my hands to produce the fine motor movements that were needed to grasp the pin tool, load the stones onto the pin tool tip, and put them into place on the canvas. My eyes were imperative throughout the entire process of my therapeutic craft by helping me to locate and identify the correct tools, symbols, numbers, and colors of stones. Plus, they help me to align the pin tool tip, to pick up the stone, and to align the stones within the correct square. The 2 essential body functions that I used during my therapeutic craft were attention and energy and drive. My full attention was required to perform fine motor skills, to locate the correct symbols, and to pick up and place the stones correctly. Energy and drive were required to perform the activity for the required amounts of time. I found the repetitiveness of the craft very boring and tiresome, and had to continually motivate and rally myself to continue. Performance skills. The three performance skills that I felt were critical to my performance of my therapeutic craft were grip, chooses, and flow. The use of the three-finger grip was paramount in the ability to use the pen tool correctly. Without the ability to grip, I would not be able to use the pen tool to pick up and apply the stones. The performance skill of chooses was extremely important because I had to follow the chart and choose the correct stone color that matched the symbol on the chart. Otherwise, the picture on the canvas would end up not resembling the intended art piece. The performance skill of flow was necessary in order to keep the stone on the pen tool tip. If my arm or hands were shaky or bumped into something, the stone would have fallen off the pen tip. Adapting. One way that would make my therapeutic craft more challenging would be to use tweezers to pick up and place the stones. Instead of the pen tool, the tweezers would demand a much higher level of concentration and fine motor skills than the pen tool, as well as add additional time and needed to complete it. One way that I would adapt my therapeutic craft to make it easier is to perform it with a multi-tool that would pick up multiple stones at one time. The therapeutic outcome that I experienced while completing my therapeutic craft was role confidence because my craft was chosen in order to comply with an assignment. This is my project of 15 hours. I estimate that I will have it completed in 6 more hours. Project. Thank you for watching.